free speech. Like, what's the point? What do we really have freedom of speech? Do we really have freedom of speech? Are we really free? And to what extent are we free? Are we free to an extent where we don't want to upset the quote unquote elites? As soon as you say something that they don't agree with, then you're not so free anymore. As soon as you go in places where they don't want you to be around with, then you don't go there. I told you I went to Hyde Park, right? Let me tell you the history about Hyde Park. Hyde Park, it is a place where government officials stay at, right? Hyde Park is wealthy, wealthier than Sandhurst, right? It's private, it's gated, and you can't just walk around the. No, 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 no. Because everybody who lives there knows each other because the yards are so big, right? We are not free because if there was freedom, as soon as you say that I'm not a Christian, people won't look at you funny. Do you know that in hospitals, in schools, everybody has to be a Christian? Regardless of how Christianity was brought about, regardless of all of that. Like, trust me, I'm not a rebel. Okay, I'm gonna sit you on that. I'm not a rebel. Do you see me? I'm not rebellious. Listen, I have a point. Yeah. How free are we? Yeah, go give this to your sister and brother. Okay. Tell them I love them. There you go. I love you too. Bye bye. How free are we? And what is freedom of speech? Is freedom of speech only viable when I say something that you agree with? Then that's not freedom of speech. It's not. That's freedom of your speech. That's like we have a kraal called Sandal. Sandal is a kraal. If you don't know what a kraal is a cage. I feel like that's what politics for me has come to be. Like, you're only free to an extent where we agree with what you're saying, but you dare question anything, we're gonna call you crazy. We're gonna not give you a job. We're gonna not do this. And Google randomly just floods people who are looking for our services out of nowhere. Or be just chilling and then I get phone calls, texts, emails. I'm live, babe. Phone calls, texts, emails, people calling me, telling me, oh, we want this, we want your services. Is that really freedom? And how free are we? That's what I want to know. So today I posted a tweet talking about, there's no such thing as colored. It's only black and white. Colored was introduced by the colonizers. For sure. Of course, it was introduced by the colonizers. It's beneficial for colored people never to call themselves black, but to call themselves colored. Americans, when they come to South Africa, they're confused. Like, what do you mean colored? We're black. But in South Africa, newsflash, in South Africa, colors wants to, it's like they kiss white people's ass so much. So much so. And it's beneficial for them because white people, it's not all white people, hey? There are white people who are struggling and poor, but it's a minority. So I don't really generalize. I know that there are elite white people and there are poor white people. That's of life. However, the poor white people, you have got to watch the movement. They got up, they went to school, they got the job, they hired themselves. So politically speaking, we are still under control. Even the politicians are still reporting to other people. It's a business. South Africa is a business. America is a business. Mexico is a business. Asia is a business. Ethiopia is a business. Kenya is a business. Every piece of land that is available around here is a business. And like any other business, they compile a report. How much revenue did South Africa make in November 2024? Somebody is going to report, oh yeah, in terms of agriculture and education and this and that, we made this amount of money. That's the freedom we have right there. So I'm not continuing a legacy of colonizers. No, I'm not. If you colored, I'm gonna call you black. And if you don't want to be black, sorry, go to other people who will call you colored. But as soon as you tell me that you colored, I want to acknowledge that. I'll just keep quiet because the age of Aquarius is where the truth is more uncomfortable than a lie. A lie is pleasing, but the truth is painful to even hear and absorb. That's the age of Aquarius, the age of information. I was prepared for this age 10 years ago because I've always been the truth. I've never been a lie. I've always been the truth. So that's the freedom of speech. Another thing is, after practicing the freedom of speech, after practicing the freedom of speech, there's something called freedom of expression. How well can you express yourself? If you really want to see how free we are, right? Say that you are atheist out loud. Just say something like that and just see how people receive you. Or even, just have hair like this. Something as natural as having your own. Do you guys want to go to the balcony and close the door? Switch off the TV, turn it off, turn off the TV. Because I want to record this and then you guys are making noise. You'll switch on the TV when I'm done. All right, thank you. Sometimes you gotta turn the TV off, hey? And then like have a little bit of breather and then get back to the podcasts that are really about improving our lives. Somebody give me the remote to the aircon. I'm feeling a little bit hot. It's fine, I'll take it myself. Hello, how are you? Mom is so busy. Do you wanna go outside? Okay. Bye-bye. Go give this pause to daddy. Go give this pause to daddy. Okay? Go like that. My mom said I must give you this pause. Okay? You don't want to give that. All right. Looks like he doesn't want to do that. Okay. Freedom of speech. We are not as free as we think we are. We are as free as the government allows us to be free. As soon as you say something they don't know, they've never heard of, then you are weird. They're uncomfortable. They don't even want to set a budget for it. As soon as you say something they don't have a budget for, then you're crazy, you're weird, you're something else. And clarity of thought. I'm clear of thought. My mind is clear. As soon as you say something the government doesn't allow or they don't agree with, or there's no budget for what you say, they don't even want to go sit down and talk about it. Is that really freedom? Is that freedom? It's not freedom. Like, as much as I respect our elders, we can't continue like this. This is not it. We can't continue being led in systems that are not in touch with what's happening in real life. Systems that are not connected to the reality of what the people are about. Do you understand? If you have a system and then it tells people that we must continue calling each other colored, no. Ethan, I need you to relax a little bit. I'm really busy right now. What the hell? That child just slapped me on my face. And now he's laughing. What the fuck? This child, though. Do you want to go join your brother and sister and don't even slap me? You understand? Freedom, 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 free. Are we really free if we can't express ourselves to the T? You know what happens when you express yourself? You're making us uncomfortable. What's that? How, Sway? We are not in a free world. We are in a controlled world. It makes sense for us to be slaves because when we are controlled, we generate the income that the business called South Africa needs. If you dare say that I need salary increase, they kill you. They can kill you economically, they can kill you physically. What do you think not giving somebody a job is? That's murder. That's economical murder. They're murdering you economically. So are we really free? No, we're not. We are not free at all. We are nowhere close to being free. If you don't pay your rent, you become homeless. If you don't pay your property tax, the bank takes your house. If you miss a couple of payments on your car, they take the car. If your kids have a different, listen here, ne? I'm vegan, ne? And chicken makes me sick. Okay, chicken, beef, and all the other types of meat. They literally give me hot flashes when I eat chicken and all this stuff, right? Do you think I can go around saying that around black people? I mean, we invented soul food, right? So do you think we're really free to practice veganism? No, we are still slaves. It's just uncomfortable to acknowledge, but we're still slaves. We're slaves to one another. I mean, come on. Even to your own partner, you can't even fully be yourself because you're gonna offend them and they're gonna offend you. I'm not happy about the lack of freedom we have. And if you're white, you are treated differently. Whether you're poor or not, you're treated differently. Yes. And when you're black, you're treated differently. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I want change. That's what I'm saying. Ethan, I don't think we should do that, hey? I want change. I don't want to continue maintaining this legacy. A legacy where it's beneficial for other parties and it's not beneficial for my kids. I mean, how long should I be trying to get into the government sector? Like, how long do you think I've been trying to get government contracts for my people? I'm not doing this for me. The movers is not for me. It has been the idea, I get it, but the work is for South Africans and Africa. And as soon as we conquer Africa, then we dominate the entire world. Why? The coal, the coal, the natural minerals, the the grains and yeah, the grains are here in Africa. We have the largest mines in Africa. We mine coal here. We have we have minerals here like natural oil, gas, coal. These things are in Africa. So I'm happy to be African. I don't know what's in America. I don't know what's on that land. I know what's in Africa. And I'm trying to tell you that freedom, freedom of speech is the beginning. Let's talk about freedom of expression. That is what I'm trying to tackle because I cannot express myself in a way that's comfortable for you because you said the basic foundation of who I must be. Just because I'm an engineer doesn't mean I have to look the same way as any other engineer, dress the same way as any other engineer, talk the same way as any other engineer, express myself the same way as other. That's oppression. You're trying to oppress me. Do you understand? That's the uncomfortable part that I'm uncomfortable with. Like, you're trying to oppress me. I feel oppressed by the system. This is systematic oppression. This is systematic oppression, y'all. This is systematic oppression. And also, I don't think that the buildings and the brand is what controls it. Is the people inside those buildings, the people behind the computers, the HR, the government officials. Those are the people running stuff, not the government. The decision makers, those are the people who are making decisions like, okay, let's produce more things that will oppress these people. Like, number one, right? Standard Bank claims that most people in South Africa are Zulu. Standard Bank, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's a lie. That's not the truth. First of all, let's start here. Gauteng, right? Or Gauteng. Gauteng is a Sutu and Pedi name, right? Pedi in Sepedi. I'm a Pedi woman, right? Gauteng is not a Zulu name. So this land is officially named Gauteng, which is a land of gold, a place of gold, a land of gold. This is where the gold is, here in Africa. Hence why I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to wake up every day. I'm in the land of gold. I love all people, right? What I don't like and what I don't respect is when you're trying to make Gauteng a Zulu land. Now, hobbies. Stop right there. So, Standard Bank, right? This bank called Standard Bank, right? It has a lot of Zulu people, Zulu recruiters, Zulu managers, Zulu CEOs. So then people combined, they claim that Gauteng has a lot of Zulu people. Hence why they hire Zulu people. Hence why they have marketing campaigns that are Zulu, that have Zulu names. So I asked them, I'm like, why do you call this Hispanic situation, right? They're like, because majority of people speak Zulu. I'm like, Standard Bank, you need to wait a minute. We are in Gauteng, and Gauteng is a petty land, right? I don't want to wage war between blacks. I want unity. I really do. However, there's something called the root of anything. Before you can even take out the crown, start at the root. What's at the root of this problem? We're gonna get to the crown eventually. Trust me, we always get to the crown. But to get to the crown, you must understand what's at the root of this problem. The root on this problem is that there's few people running this show, and these people running the show are the decision makers. They are in politics. They're in politics, right? I'm not sure yet what's above politicians, right? I'm suspecting is the the Masonry, the Freemason, right? Is the Freemason, which are the elites, and I'm identifying key players of the Freemason. I'm gonna stand up and live my best life at this point. I'm suspecting that. Hey, please don't play with the dog. And don't play with those glasses either. I'm suspecting that is the Freemason at the top, right? So, okay, cool. You're a Freemason. How many are you? How many are you? I want to talk to a Freemason. Let's chat. You know my number. This is your system. Chat, talk to me. If you're an elite, talk to me. I'm here. Am I not? And not in a way that I'm not scared or whatever. I'm just saying, like, I want to understand why you do what you do. Why is it a problem for me to be black? Why is it a problem for me to express myself as a black woman with black kids and a black man? Why? I want to know why. Why should my kids live in a situation like this? I can't live in it. So how the hell do I expect my 3 children to come here and they can't even express themselves. Listen here, we are grown people. We're not children anymore. We need straightforward answers. We're not going to go around doing redundant activities just to maintain a system that doesn't maintain us. We need change. Like I was telling Sim Chawalala and Funeka Manjani from Standard Bank that we need you to do better. Your publicists, your marketing people are telling us that a majority of people are Zulu. Who made that stat? Where is that statistics coming from? Which data did you scoop from to that made you think that a majority of people are Zulu? Where? Where, Sway? A majority of people are not Zulu. A majority of people are not Pedi either. A majority of people are people seeking the truth. That's what's going on. I'm one of those people like, hey man, Winnie Madikizela Mandela. Let me tell you something. I was in Hyde Park the other day, right? You know what Neanderthals did? They took the sign, the road sign, the Winnie Mandela Drive road sign. They bend the sign so that nobody sees that this road is Winnie Mandela Drive. I was flabbergasted by this idea or this act. I was like, Neanderthals will always be Neanderthals. Hence why they must go back to the caves at this point. Because they're incapable of being civilized. You do know how many Hendrik Fairfood situations are there around? Do you ever see us taking signs, road signs are Hendrik Fairfood down? We don't do that. We understand that Hendrik Fairfood is the architect of apartheid. Cool. You made sure, Hendrik Fairfood, that you do the social engineering that made black people seem like they're lesser off for doing basic things. Like you could be eating papa and morocco. Somebody will look at you, why are you eating papa and morocco? Why are you eating papa and morocco? Oh, but then you are getting stronger by eating papa morocco. You're getting clarity of thought by eating papa morocco. You live longer. Do you mind going to the balcony, y'all? Please, I need to finish this message. I understand. I'm sorry, y'all. I understand that. But your brothers are making so much noise. Please work together, people. You understand? So the elites, this message is for you. What do you really mean freedom of speech? Are you saying freedom of speech in the confinement of the words, the actions that I should take that is comfortable with you and your people? Is that what you call freedom? When you are comfortable with what I should say and what I should do, then you call that freedom. That's not freedom. That's joke. That's not freedom. That's not freedom at all. And I'm not talking about going around and doing dumb shit. I'm talking about, hey, we need jobs as South Africans. Hey, we need proper education as South Africans. We need financial literacy education from the grade zero. Teach children about financial literacy. Teach children about environmental science. Teach children about astronomy. Teach children about astrology. Teach children about ancestral inheritance. Teach children about wealth inheritance. Teach children about starting their own business. Teach children about, you know, the world, how vast it is, and teach children about ownership. Who owns South Africa? What's the name? What's the business registration number of South Africa? Because Michael, please don't do that. I don't think you should do that. Hey, teach children about that. Teach children about unity. Unity is not just being with your family. Teach children about self-love, loving ourselves in our own skin. Do you know how many black people don't love themselves? Not because they don't want to love themselves, but because of the programming that is taught on TV that black women are loud, black women are this and that. Hey, black men, all they do is cheat. Where? What kind of black man has time to cheat? Run 5 businesses, employ people, take care of their mom, take care of the grandmother, take care of their own future, their health, and make sure that they rest. I'm sick and tired of seeing black men like that. I don't see my own man like that. He's too busy for that. But no, we still have the likes of Tyler Perry. Every move that he makes, a black person is struggling in that movie. At that time, Tyler Perry has never been married in his life. Never, ever. been married Tyler Perry, but you are the one writing scripts about what a black family is about. What are you educating our children about? My children are control what they learn because I don't want to miss a beat and let the wrong information get into their mind. So are we really free? I'm not chasing anybody to like me. I'm not even on YouTube to get monetized and all that shit. I'm saving this information so that my children get to understand it. My community gets to see it. Because I realize that for even my people to use my app, they have got to be on a different frequency to understand and accept that a black couple is that intelligent to come up with something like that. We actually have a wealthy black couple that actually thought that, with our skills and money, let's just improve our community and the entire world through our skills in logistics and technology. And then I encounter people. Like yesterday, I went on X and I was like, um, it will be our own people who are the gatekeepers. Newsflash, white people are not the one gatekeeping, yo. It's us. We gatekeep against each other. You jealous of your friend, then you do something at work that they lose their job. You jealous of your colleague who's black, like, nah, he can be better than me. He's younger than me. Why is he better than me? Then you try to sabotage them. That's gatekeeping. You jealous of your sister, you steal from them. That's gatekeeping. You jealous of you as a mother, you jealous of your son or your daughter, and then you do something atrocious to ruin their lives. That is gatekeeping. You jealous of basic your neighbor because they're come on, man. I'm sick and tired of blaming white people. At some point, we have got to look at each other and say, let's unite more. Come on. Let's unite more. We need to unite.